Y'all know the vibes. Sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, and tune in for this tea. Okay, so before we get into the video, like it, leave a comment, make sure you are subscribed so you be notified when I post, okay? Leave anything in the comments. Follow my social medias, they are in the description. All right, so I'm gonna link the last video where I was talking about Rock, just in case you need like a little backstory on her and you want to know what I'm talking about from the last situation, right? So me and Rock had just reconnected, right? And it had been like maybe a few weeks since that last situation when I was at her man house, her man Jamaica. Did I call him Jamaica? Her man house, and all that stuff happened. His inebriated friend had choked me up from with the back of my neck. He grabbed me up from the back of my neck, and he had hit one of Rock's other friends later on that night after I left. So mind you, we hadn't talked. It wasn't no beef or nothing like that, but we hadn't talked. I mean, we was like liking each other's stories on Instagram and stuff like that, but it was like, if we do talk again, I wouldn't hold no grudge, but when we did talk again, because we did, this wouldn't have needed to be talked about, right? But since that incident, she was inviting me out, but I'm like, nah, I'm cool, because I don't know, I kind of felt like she should have reached out to me and been like, I don't know, I just feel like she should have initiated the conversation, because this is your people. This your man friend, your homeboy friend of a friend. I don't care who the man was, but you should have just like initiated something, but she was just acting like it was no big deal. She had ended up hitting me up to go to a graduation party, right? Keep that in mind. It was a graduation party. Oh, y'all, I got another graduation story time too. The girl was off, she was off that. But with Rock, she was like, yeah, my cousin having a graduation party. You want to come with me? Da 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 da. She was like, yeah, my little cousin just graduated. It's going to be at my people house, this, that, and the third. And mind you, I had met her mama literally one time when we was like 13, 14, because me and Rock go back that far. Y'all know when you young, everybody your friend. So I did go over her house before and meet her mama. But I'm like, oh, her mama still remember me? Her mama got some good ass memory, because she was like, yeah, and my mama, I don't know, I feel like she was lying. She said her mama asked about me or something. Girl, your mama don't remember me. It's been how many years? Girl, stop playing. I don't know, but she was supposed to send me the invitation, right? And she kept making excuses. I don't know what it was. It was like a digital invitation. She said something was wrong. She couldn't send it out, whatever. It just felt like a lie. And I'm like, oh, okay, she don't really want me there for real. Like, was it a courtesy invite just to see if I was gonna say yes to that, because I had been saying no to everything else? I don't know. But basically, she never sent invitation, right? Fast forward, and mind you, that was like maybe the week before. So fast forward to like the week of the graduation party. It was like maybe a day before. I want to say it was like a day before, because I remember thinking like, bitch, no, this is too last minute. Like, I don't feel like, because I don't like last minute things. So let's just call it a day before. It could have been two, maybe one. Day before, right? She ended up just dry sending me an address. What is this the address to? So I'm confused looking at my phone like, what the hell? Then I remember like, is this the address to the graduation party? Girl, fuck you. No. So I'm just like, I'm not even finna respond. I'm just finna not say shit, because girl, you hit me up about this graduation party last week, ain't said shit about it since, refused to send me the invitation damn near. And now you just dry sending me an address? Because what else could it be the address of? So I'm like, whatever. Maybe like an hour later, she ended up calling me. I'm scrolling on my phone. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just watch her call. And then when she hang up, I'm gonna finish scrolling. So that's what I did. And then she called again. Okay. Maybe she think that I just missed the call. All right. Then she call again. And I'm like, bitch, is something up? Is something afoot? Like, what's going on? Did somebody that we both know ended up kicking the bucket? What's up? Why you calling me this many times? Ain't no reason. We don't even talk like that for you to blow me up like this. So she called again. And I'm like, all right, something up. Let me just answer the phone, because maybe this is important. I feel like when people blow my phone, that's how you'll get me. One thing about it, if you blow my phone up, I'm a curious cat, bitch. I'm gonna think something is up, so I'm gonna answer the phone. So I ended up answering, and she was like, girl, did you get my text message? I'm like, what text message? Because you cannot possibly be this frantic over an address. So I'm thinking she sent me something else that I did not receive. So I'm like, what text message? She was like, the address, girl, the address to the graduation party. I'm like, oh yeah. She was like, girl, I'm calling to tell you it started at 3, not 2 o'clock. Bitch, you ain't never sent me no invitation, so I never knew when it started in the first place. For you to be calling and blowing me up thinking I'm finna be there at 3 o'clock instead of 2. And even if I did, it was an hour difference, and it's not my party, so it don't matter what time I get there for real. So she was like, yeah, it started at 3. I mean, it started at 2, not 3 o'clock, whatever she said. And I was like, oh, okay, well, when is it? Like, you haven't sent me no information about it. She was like, it's tomorrow, and do you want to come with me to help me set up? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Keep in mind, we haven't really talked since that last altercation. Yeah, we texted a little bit and we was responding to each other's stories on Instagram, but what makes you think that we cool enough for me to help you set up your little cousin graduation party? I'm too nice of a bitch. I'm too nice of a bitch. She was like, please come with me. I don't want to go by myself. Like, I don't want to go alone. Da, da, da. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, like, this is your family. What do you mean you don't want to go by yourself and go alone? Like, what? What do you mean? So I'm like, okay, maybe, like, this is a side of the family that she don't mess with for real. I don't know, just making excuses for her in my head. So I'm like, I don't know, girl. Like, I kind of got stuff to do. And she ended up talking me into it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So she was like, okay, so this is the address, and just come at this time so you can help me set up. I think it was like 1 or 12 or something. So fast forward to the next day, fast forward to the day of, and she ended up hitting me up and she was like, oh, mind you, y'all, I'm damn near walking out the door, because if you tell me to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm gonna try to be there on time, right? I probably would have been like maybe 15 minutes late, but I'm still be there earlier than anybody else. And it's not even my graduation party. So she ended up hitting me up when I'm damn near about to walk out the door, like,
yeah, girl, matter of fact, you don't even got to get there till like 3 o'clock, because it's cool. I'm late. I'm not gonna be able to help set up, and I don't want you to be there without me, because these my people, not yours.
so I'm like, all right, okay, cool. I started to be like the whole thing, because, girl, I didn't want to go to start. I'm kind of irritated because it's like, we didn't even address what happened last time that I linked up with you. And now we just trying to act like none of that happened. Act like your man homeboy didn't yoke me up by the back of my neck and punch one of your friends out. I mean, him hitting your other friend don't got nothing to do with me. But it's like, girl, I don't even feel safe with you all the way, because I know you ain't gonna cut for me like I cut for you. Like, if any dude would have touched her and we was together, it would have been an issue. We would have had to come together, join forces to jump this man. But you act like you didn't want to leave your money because you was trying to dance and get your money, which y'all never not. But at the same time, y'all not in a club. Like, it's not giving that. You could have still got your money. Nobody else was going to pick your money up. It was weird. The whole situation was just weird. So I'm like, okay, so you already inconveniencing me. I didn't want to go to this shit in the first place. So I'm just like, should I just say fuck it? Should I just ignore her? But I just can't do stuff like that. I need to start doing stuff like that. Okay? Because I really just couldn't ignore her for the rest of the day. But I'm like, nah, I don't want to do her like that, because she said she didn't want to go alone, even though these her people. That didn't make sense to me. But you gonna see later, right? So I ended up pulling up at the time that she told me to. And I'm just in my car. I'm asking her if she there. Matter of fact, I was texting her along, like, each step I made. I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm leaving now. Hey, girl, 10 minutes away. And we texting back and forth like, yeah, I'm about 15 minutes away. I'm going to see you when you get there, da-da-da-da, right? I get there first. I'm looking for somewhere to park. It's packed out. First of all, it's a residential. I'm like, okay, people do have I've been to people graduation parties, and it's been at their house, but usually it's like at a little rec center, or like they rented out some spaces. So this party was like, there was nowhere to park because it was residential, right? So I'm trying to find somewhere to park. I'm like, girl, where do I park at? Are you here? Ain't nowhere to park at. So I'm just sitting in front of somebody's house for the longest until she actually got there, right? So she was just like, okay, girl, I'm almost there. I'm a let you know when I get there, right? Just wait for me to get there, and we gonna find somewhere to park. Okay, cool. Maybe like 10, 20 minutes. No, like 15 minutes go by. She finally, oh, I'm outside the house. I'm out front. Okay, bet. So I'm like, where you at? I'm further down because it's nowhere to park at in the front. She walked to my car. I'm like, girl, where's your car? Where you finna park at? She was like, oh, I Ubered. I was like, basically, why did you Uber? She was like, girl, because they be breaking in the cars over here. You couldn't have told me that before. Bitch. I'm like, why you didn't tell me that? Like, girl, I would have Ubered too, da-da-da. She was like, nah, you should be fine though, because they clearly see like something going on. Like, it's a party happening, so ain't nobody that bold, and it's broad daylight. Ain't nobody that bold to be breaking in the cars. Ho, are you stupid? Girl, it don't matter if it's pitch black or broad daylight. If they be breaking in the cars over here, this is like fucking Christmas to them. They gonna break into the car regardless. They do not care. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Where do I park at? So she get up in my car and we riding around trying to find somewhere to park at. She was like, girl, just park right here. You should be fine. Like, they clearly see something going on. You should be fine right here. And I'm like, okay, I done been to places where they had stuff at people's house before. And usually when you park in front of somebody's house, like, it's not an issue. So I'm like, girl, are you sure? I'm not trying to come back to my car being told. I don't want nobody to call, no people on me, da-da-da. She was like, girl, you should be fine. Okay, bet. So we get out my car and we had to walk a little ways back to the house. Let me summarize this next part for y'all because I really took too long explaining it. Anyway, we walk into the house. Like I said, it's a good little ways away. And I'm like, I know we really not finna just pretend like we not gonna have this talk that need to be had, basically. So I ended up bringing it up. She kind of brushed it off like, girl, we never meant for none of that to happen. And we don't hang with him no more, da-da-da. Basically just saying that the fact that they don't hang with him no more was like, you know, because of me. So that's the apology instead of actually saying I'm sorry or for that or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but I don't really, like, how am I supposed to feel if something else happened? And she was like, girl, you don't have to worry about that. Like, I would never try to put you in a situation like that, da-da-da. Yeah, you would never try to, but stuff just happens. You feel me? So whatever. I feel like it just really got brushed off at the end of the day. And one thing I can really say is I don't hold on to stuff, but stuff like that, I don't forget. So I didn't realize that it was gonna come back up in a different argument. But anyway, we like almost to the house and I see she got something swinging in her hand. And I noticed that she had a gift. I mean, I didn't notice she had a gift, but I asked about the gift. And I was like, girl, why you didn't tell me to bring a gift? Like, I would have bought a little something because I really would have. I don't believe in going somewhere whether I know the person or not, like empty-handed. You know, I would have bought a little something, even though I don't know the girl or the person. Well, it's a girl. I was gonna say person, but it's a girl. So she was like, oh, it's not that serious. Like, you came with me, so they'll, you know, it's not that you don't know him. So, I mean, you don't know her, so it's cool. So I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. We get up in our house, and I start noticing, like, the decorations and stuff. I'm like, this not giving graduation party, but we had just walked through the door, so I ain't think nothing of it. Girl, the first thing, it was, like, definitely a family type of thing. Like, I don't even know why I was there at this point. So we get up in there. And she was like, this older lady come up to her and she was like, hey, Grandma Greta. I don't know. She was like, hey, Grandma Greta. And she was like, hey, girl, she didn't even call her right name. So for this video, the girl name is Rock, right? So let's say she called her Sock. Hey, Sock, how you been? And she was like, Grandma Greta, it's Rock. How Grandma Greta fuck your name up? They over there talking and she ended up noticing me. And she was like, baby, you Claudine daughter, ain't you? You Claudine daughter? Who is Claudine? I do. The name that she uses is crazy because I actually have a relative, an older relative that got that same name. But I'm like, ain't no way I'm related to these folks. And I'm not Claudine's daughter, okay? I know the person that gave birth to me. I know that lady name. But it's not Claudine. Or is it? No, it's just not. But no, for real. So Rock is like, no, this is my friend Tatiana and da-da-da-da. She was like, Berta, don't this look like Claudine's daughter? Ain't this Claudine's daughter? I just told you I don't know Claudine or her daughter. I just told you that. This is how I should have known, like, this was really just like a family thing. So Berta was like, yeah, that sure enough do look like Claudine's daughter. You know, y'all, they was just saying the most random name. I wish I could just say these people's names. I mean, can I? I'm gonna just say Don. You know Donald. You know Donald. That's Donald, them kinfolk and da-da-da-da. So I'm like, no. Because I pretty much know my people that live here. I know my people. Like, yeah, I know family can be as, like, bigger than you think. And you might not know everybody. But I know I wasn't related to these people. So I'm like, no, you got the wrong person. I don't know Claudine. I don't know her daughter. I don't know Donald. I don't know Junior. I don't know none of these folks that y'all naming, right? So they was like, oh, okay, well, who you know here? Who you with? I'm like, I'm Rock friend. That's it. I don't know nobody else here. That's it. Right? So anyway, they was just talking stuff, and then we go around to the kitchen and living room area so she could put her gift on the, like, gift table, right? We get up in there, y'all. I start really noticing the decoration. And it's crazy because I also been to a function like this. Like, it would be like, you celebrating one thing, but then you also celebrate another thing. So I'm gonna just let y'all know, this was not no graduation party. This was a baby shower. This was a full-blown baby shower. And then they had a cutout of the girl, and it was like, congratulations, because she graduated, but she was also pregnant. So it was like a 2-for-1 thing. And I've been to something else like that where it was one girl baby shower and then another girl had just graduated, so they combined it. So I'm feeling all awkward because I don't got a present or nothing. I'm just walking by the cutout like, oh, I'm just looking at everybody. Once I noticed what was going on, I'm like, oh shit, I don't like being uncomfortable in places that I don't know. So I'm walking by this big ass cutout of her in her cap and gown. We walking by the gift table. I don't got nothing to put on there. I'm like, girl, why you didn't tell me this was a baby shower? She was like, girl, this is a graduation party. So yeah, I'm in the kitchen. They had a full bar set up and everything. So I'm drinking a Coke and Henny, right? And she drinking too. And we just standing around. And then all of a sudden, and she talking to like her people. But all of a sudden, and I'm just looking around because I'm uncomfortable. And I see this girl that I know and she looking at me, damn near watching me. And I'm like, I know her from somewhere. Why she looks so damn familiar to me? And that's why I hate doing stuff in Houston, because everywhere I go, it don't matter if it's like a family event or what, I always see somebody that I know or knew. Every time I looked at her, we damn near made eye contact. So I'm like, okay, this bitch is watching me. Mind you, I'm just standing there with my drink in my hand looking uncomfortable and out of place. I felt so out of place. And every time I look up, bitch, why is you looking at me? So it's like, mind you, I done had static with a few people. So I'm like, damn, is this a bitch I used to beef with that I forgot about? Because that shit do be happening. It do. I'm trying to figure out for real where I know this girl from. I'm trying to place her face. I can't do it. I just can't. My memory wasn't memorying at the moment. But Rock ended up like walking around, talking to people, socializing, being a damn social. Like, girl, I understand they show people and stuff, but one thing I don't like, I mean, I know I'm a big girl, but it's like, girl, when you invite me somewhere that, first of all, that you didn't even want to go to by yourself, and then you end up leaving me standing around looking stupid, it's a problem. Because, bitch, I didn't even want to be here. Now I'm uncomfortable because I don't know nobody but you. So if I'm not talking to you, I'm just standing around twiddling my damn thumbs, right? So, excuse me, she ended up just walking around talking. And I'm in the kitchen, leaned over the counter, just like sipping on my drink, trying to look around, scroll on my phone, look like I'm doing something so I don't feel alone. So I'm up in there. Then all of a sudden, this dude ended up coming up to me, talking to me. Mind you, this is like, I don't want to say more so an older crowd, but it was like more older people there than young people. Like, this is how you know it was a family function, right? So this dude ended up coming up to me, and I'm like, damn, where he come from and where the rest of y'all at? I'm gonna call him Skrilla, because I was just thinking Skrilla by Kodak. I'm gonna call him Skrilla. So Skrilla come up to me. He cute, he got dreads, he got the grills in his mouth. I'm like, okay, whatever. He not just like, oh my God, he's so goddamn fine, I can't. But he was cute, he was decent, better looking than everybody else that was trying to talk to me. So we end up talking. He like, yeah, so how you know, damn, I do gotta get this girl a name, Camilla. So he like, yeah, how you know Camilla? And I'm like, who's Camilla? He was like, oh, so who, you don't know Camilla? Who you here with? Or he said, who you here for? Who you here with? I'm like, I'm here with my friend Rock. He was like, who is Rock? I'm like, the girl that I'm here with. I don't know who know who, you know what I'm saying? So he was like, oh, all right, so you don't know what side of town you from? What you here for? And just asking me all these questions. And I tell him, and he was like, oh, okay, all right. So you not from this side of town. We just talking, and he like, so you come to somebody's baby shower and you don't even know them? And I'm like, I'm here with my friend. My friend asked me to come. Like, I felt like I was having to explain to him, like, boy, I'm guessing Rock is Camilla's cousin, because she said she going to her little cousin graduation party. And I'm telling him, like, yeah, I thought this initially was a graduation party, but I came here and it's a baby shower. He was like, yeah, it's both for real. It's both. Like, we celebrating both. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, I can clearly tell. And he was like, yeah, so how old is you? How old you is? And da-da-da-da. And I told him, he was like, damn, so you a cougar. I'm like, how old are you? And I ain't no cougar, because mind you, it wasn't giving cougar. But when he told me his age, I was like, that, you think I'm a cougar? Do you know what a cougar is, bitch? I'm not a cougar. Like, yeah, you like, I feel like he was like 22.
Man, I also said something like, no cougar ever been in their 20s, so how do that make me a cougar? And he was like, well, I probably thought you was this age for real. That's why I felt like that. And I'm like, boy, I got a few years on you. Please be for real. And so he was like, well, I was trying to be the cougar. Do you know what a cougar is at this point?
Bitch is not giving cougar at all. You just younger than me. So I was like, how is that giving cougar? You act like you 17 or something. And that's not even giving cougar. That's giving illegal. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we just sitting up there talking, and I'm looking around, right? So say he like talking to the left of me. I got my drink in my hand, and I'm just like leaned on the counter, like, yeah, whatever, just doing that. And then I'm looking around, cause that's just what I was doing the whole time. I noticed old girl, the girl that was looking at me this whole time, who face I couldn't place, she's still looking at me. So I'm like, have this bitch been watching me the whole time? Like, why are you just actively watching me? And mind you, she wasn't just like dry watching me in a corner with her arms folded, mugging me, whatever. She was just like talking to this girl. She was like talking to different people every time I glanced up, but I always noticed that we would catch eye contact. So I'm like, oh, who is you? Who is you? And is this your nigga? But then I'm like, nah, because she was watching me before that. So if it is, like, I don't know. I'm noticing that she's still noticing me. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me pay attention to her, because like, why is you, like, I understand like maybe a few glances and we catch each other eye a few times, but girl, this is ongoing. So I'm like, let me watch this hoe, right? So I'm talking to him, and we just talking. I'm like, this cannot be her man, because he will never, like, dudes is not this bold. They bold, but not like out in the open bold. I feel like maybe if he would have caught me outside, then maybe, right? So he up in my face talking, and he was like, yeah, so let me get your IG, let me get this, da da da, asking for all my shit. Let me get your Snap, IG, number, address. Like, boy, no. So I did end up giving him my Instagram, because it's Instagram, you know, why not? So I give it to him, and he's scrolling on my page. Mind you, I don't know if he was being weird or what, but he's scrolling on my page literally in front of me. And at the time I had like video collages, right? So it's like a video collage but of pictures, right? So it was like me in some short shorts, me like bent over, me like from behind, like, you know, whatever. So he looking at the video. I know for a fact that's the video that he was looking at. So he was like,
damn. Yeah, it's back there for sure. Yeah, it's back there.
and he was like, yeah, you think it's hell for real? I'm trying to fuck with you and da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. He was like, yeah, so you got a man? I'm like, yeah, because you already starting off wrong. That's not it. If somebody really want to talk to you, they not gonna hit you on, yeah, you think I'm trying to fuck with you, yeah, that ass back there, I'm trying to fuck with you. No, you're trying to fuck, and that's not what I'm on. So I told him I had a man, and he hit me with the line, the classic line. Y'all, everybody know the line. Drop the line in the comments, because I know you know the line.
Damn. You can't have friends though?
No. So we talking and stuff, and I'm just like, I see what he on. And on cue, it was like Rock had came back and found me. She walk up. On cue, he walk off. Like mid conversation, he ain't even finish his goddamn sentence or nothing. He just walk off, and it was so damn weird. You could tell something was up. So she walk up, he walk off, and I'm like, nigga, hold up, where you going? Like, I didn't say that, but I was just like, that was weird. So she come up to me, she asked me what I was drinking, and I'm like, the same thing, Hennessy and Coke, but I had gotten some more since then. And she was like, okay, is it some more, whatever, just asking me questions. And I'm like, girl, this is your people shit. You go look. She want me to, it's like she wanted me to like pour her another drink. Girl, I didn't pour the first drink, so whatever. I'm like, girl, I think so. I don't know, somebody gave this to me. Like, I watched them pour it, but they gave it to me. Like, I'm not finna go rummaging around, mixing up my own shit like I'm bartender tea in somebody else's house. I'm not doing that. It's like people everywhere walking around. It's like, people in the kitchen making drinks and doing stuff. So she was like, what's up, Unc? Can you make me a drink? Make me a drink. So she called him Unc, so I'm thinking that's her uncle, right? So he ended up making her a drink. And like maybe 2 minutes later, I don't even know how many minutes later, the girl that had been eyeing me, I'm just call her ass old girl. I don't feel like naming everybody. Old girl walk up to Rock. And I'm like, is this bitch gonna say something to me? Because I don't know why I was thinking it was about me, because you have been watching me this whole time. How you think I didn't notice that? So when she walked up, I'm just waiting for her to say something to me, because girl, what do I know you? Where do I know you from? Please let me know, because at this point it's weird. So she talking to Rock, and Rock is like, girl, where is Camila? I'm guessing the girl. At this point, I had put it together like it's the girl who baby shower, graduation party it was, right? So she was like, girl, I don't know. I think she on the way. She getting her makeup done or something. Y'all, it's crazy because every, baby shower that I've been to, the baby, I don't want to say baby mama, but the pregnant girl is always late. Including me. I was a little bit late for my own baby shower. But why are we always late to our baby shower? Like, I went to a baby shower. A girl was 4 hours late. 4 hours late. At this point, you just want the presents. it's getting so late that they was getting ready to serve damn food. They was waiting for her to come, but they was like preparing to serve the food, and they was usually you could go around and get your own food at the baby shower. They was serving food at this one. So she was like, yeah, old girl was like, yeah, I don't know where she at. She on the way, I think, whatever. So they just talking, and I'm just standing there waiting for her to turn around and say something to me. She ain't look my way. She ain't speak to me. Nothing. It's like, as much as you was watching me, why you didn't say that to me? And I started to say something to her like, bitch, do I know you? Did you go to Houston High? Like, do I know you from around the way or drive by? I don't know, because it's like, it was weird, right? Fast forward like maybe a few minutes. I'm not even trying to be funny. It kind of gave like they was on a budget with the food, by the way that they was like, by the amount that they gave everybody and the way that they was like passing out the food and stuff. So I get it, but okay. I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, so that's what they did. They wrapped the food up and then they gave everybody else a plate. And mind you, that shit was making me even more uncomfortable because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here anyway. And then should I get a plate? I am kind of hungry because that Hennessy had me, bitch. That Hennessy had me. And I'm like, I need to eat this off because I'm starting to feel it. Like my eyes starting to get low. I'm starting to lean side to side. I'm starting to feel tipsy. So I need to get some food up in my system. I don't know why I made the mistake of not eating beforehand, because usually when I go to shit like that, I eat first. So anyway, I do get a little plate and I ended up taking it out to my car because I'm like, I need to go check on my car because I need to make sure my shit is there. I don't know this neighborhood. She talking about people be breaking into cars. I don't know if they're gonna call the people to tow. I'm about to go check on my shit. So I'm about to get ready to take this long walk. Let me get my plate first so I can eat. And then I didn't just want to be up in there eating. I don't know, I just felt out of place. So I'm walking outside to check on my car. Y'all, I got my plate in my hand. I'm eating. Then I'm scrolling on my phone. Then I'm eating some more, taking this walk, bitch. All of a sudden, I hear,
Hey, Kimberly, Kim. Hey, yo, Kim.
And I'm just like, Kim, you don't hear this person calling you? You don't hear this motherfucker yelling at you? Kim, can you answer this nigga so he can lower his voice? Shit, because I don't know this neighborhood. I keep hearing Kim name get called over and over, so I end up turning around. It's Skrilla running behind me trying to catch up. Cause I'm turning around trying to figure out where the fuck is Kim and can she answer this fool? Bitch, tell me why I'm Kim. I'm Kim. So he running and catch up to me and he was like, hey, why you acting like you ain't hear me calling you? Why you acting like you? Who the fuck is Kim? So I'm like, who you talking to? Who you yelling for? Like, I'm like, what did you call me? And he was like, Kim. How the fuck did you get Kim out of Tatiana? And that's literally what he was calling me. That's not no fake name. He was really calling me Kimberly and Kim. I'm like, my name is not Kim. He was like, what? Like confused as hell. Like I said, my name was Joanna Man or some shit. Bitch, I ain't never told you my name was Kim. And mind you, I do use fake names still to this day, but Kim is not the fake name that I use. I'm not gonna, no, I think I told y'all my fake name be Amber. So if you would have been yelling Amber, okay, then I gave you my fake name. But no. So he was like, nah, no. So see, so you lying about your name then? Because you did not tell me your name was no Tatiana. You lying about your name. Why you lying about your name? You ain't want to give me your real name? You gave me your real Instagram. And I'm like, you do got me on Instagram. And there's no type of Kim in my name. My Instagram at the time was tati.xxx. So he just like kind of laughed it off. And I'm like, all right. So he was like, where you going? I'm like, I'm about to go check on my car because my friend told me that they be breaking in the cars over here. He was like, hell yeah, they do. This, you better move your car because they be towing over here too, which is not like an uncommon thing. People be really calling people to come tow your car. It's happened before. So he was walking me to my car. He was like, yeah, let me walk you to your car. It ain't safe out here. I'm like, well, where the fuck are we? Because this was a part of town that I'm not familiar with. Like, I never been to that part of town before and still haven't been back because I don't know nobody over there. But I noticed when we was walking to my car though, he looking around all paranoid and shit. And I'm like, okay, maybe he paranoid because he's smoking. Or he don't want the real Kim to see him or something going on. Because maybe it's the tree, right? So when we finally get to my car, I get in my car because I'm like, I'm finna finish my plate up in my car because I don't really want to be up in there just standing around eating. I don't know nobody, right? So I'm like, can you put that out before you get in my car? Because he's trying to get up in my car too. So he was like, oh, what, you don't smoke? You don't smoke. You need to hit this though. You need to hit this hoe and relax your nerves and da-da-da-da. I'm like, no, I don't smoke. So can you put that out before you get in my car? So he left the door open, puffed it like 2 more times and then put it out on my, y'all know on the Tahoe, it got that like black thing that you step up on and then you get up in the car. He put that out on my black thing. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you put that out? He was like, man, chill out. This is outside. You want me to clean it up? I'll clean it up. You want me to pay to get your car washed? I'll pay to get your car washed. Ain't no thing. I told you I'm trying to spoil you anyway. I'm trying to spoil you. That's not the point. You're missing the point. So, mind you, I still got the plate in my hand and I'm kind of like picking over, but I never like set the plate down anywhere in my car because for one, I don't want him to talk over it. I didn't have another plate or a napkin to cover it. So I'm like, let me just hold on to it, you know, over here. You talking at me this way. So I'm gonna hold my plate over here because I'm real finicky about my food. Like, I don't want people talking over my food or nothing. So he like, you holding on to that plate tight as hell. Like, what you got on that plate? Let me see what you got. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. When I'm uncomfortable, I'm not comfortable doing shit like eating in front of people or nothing. Like, I just really just felt out of place. So I'm trying to be cute and not dog my shit the way I really want to because, like I said, that Hennessy had me. And I was just trying to, you know, take my time and eat. But because I didn't plan for him to walk me to my car. I planned on getting in my car and demolishing my shit and then going back in there with something on my stomach. So I said something like that. I'm like, go get you a plate. And he was like, well, let me see what they got. Let me see. So I'm like showing him my plate, but I don't want to put it too close. So say he was right here. I'm putting my plate. I'm like, see, they got the chicken wings. And he was like, man, let me see. Man, that shit look good. Though. I'm about to go up in there and get me some. I'm finna go get me some. Like, you would have swore he was talking over my shit like that. But y'all, spit travels so fucking far. So he was like, let me see, man, let me have a meatball. Let me get some. Let me have a meatball. So I'm like, here, you can have it. Just take it. He was like, no, I ain't trying to eat all your shit. Just let me have a meatball. So he take my fork, pick up the meatball, and eat it. Sir, you don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know me from Adam to Eve, bitch. You don't know what I got, where I been. And you eating off my fork? That's how I know niggas have no standards. Like, I could have anything and you eating off me. Luckily, I don't. But you ain't know that. This one I don't trust dudes. So it's just like, ugh, what? So I'm like, nah, you can have it. I'm full. Like, I don't even want no more. He was like, nah, you look like you was hungry as hell.
I was.
I'm cool. I don't want it. Y'all, as soon as he realized, like, I'm for real, you could really have it, he started dogging my shit right in front of me. I'm like, I wanted that. I did, but I don't want your spit particles all over my shit. Because at this point, he was like, nah, I don't want, you can have just one little piece. Give me a little piece of that pepperoni, or not pepperoni, because I ain't got no pizza in there, but I just like felt like he just spit all over the shit. Take it. Then you use the fork already. Just take it. I'm like, damn, you tearing my shit up. And he was like, yeah, I tear your shit up, all right. I'll tear your shit up. I'm like, you know what the fuck I mean.
So I ended up asking him what his name was. And he was like, see, you forgot my name. You trying to get on me, but you forgot my name already. And I'm like, I know your name. You talking about your name Skrilla, but I'm trying to figure out what your real name is because I know Skrilla is not on your birth certificate. So he was just adamant like, yeah, my name's Skrilla, my name's Skrilla, my name's Skrilla. Mind you, the real nickname he gave me wasn't like ridiculous like Skrilla, but damn near, boy, your name is not that. So we going back and forth, and I'm like, I bet you don't even remember my name or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not even finna lie. I don't remember what was said, but all I remember saying was like, I bet you don't remember my name. I bet you don't even remember my name, and I just told you. And he get a bite in his lip, and he was like,
I remember your name. You think I don't remember my future baby name?
and I'm like, so what's my name? And he was like, you want me to say your name? Like, he was just, that nigga was on. I don't know if it was the weed, the alcohol, but he was just, I don't know. He was trying to be freaky, and it wasn't even necessary, right? Because, bitch. So, it's like broad daylight. If you thought something was going to go down in his car, boy, I don't even got tint on these windows. But, he was like,
your name's Tatiana.
so I'm like, oh, okay, so then tell me your name. And then he was like, why? I'm like, I'm trying to see if our names sound good together. Just so he could tell me his name, bitch. I didn't give a fuck. But I do be doing that though. Like, Tatiana and George. That ain't cute. Tatiana and Skrilla. I kind of like it. Like, I do be like seeing if my name sound good with the other person's name or the other person's last name. Y'all do that? He ended up leaning over trying to kiss me. And mind you, like I said, when we was walking to my car, he was smoking. And then you had just ate my deviled eggs, my meatballs, my pasta, all that shit. You just dogged my food in front of me, right? So, like, he was like, when he was talking to me, he was close enough to where I could kind of smell his breath, like, and his breath just, it was kind of on 10. No shade, because I know when you smoke, sometimes it be making your breath stink. It be giving your breath like that shitty smell. So I was like, I had kind of backed up from it, and he was like, "What, you don't want to kiss me? Why? I ain't got nothing. I don't got the cooties, da da da." He said some shit like that, and I'm like, "Nah, you gotta earn that. You gotta earn that. I don't just be kissing nobody. It wasn't that, bitch. You want me to tell you the truth? Your breath stank. I ain't want to hurt his feelings like that or whatever." So yeah. He was like, "Yeah, you playing hard. You like playing hard, huh? You like playing hard. I ain't playing. Your breath smell like shit, kind of. So, and sprinkled with deviled eggs on top. So, after that, I'm like, I'm about to go see if like a spot opened up. I'm about to like drive by the front of the house to see if like it's somewhere closer to park, right? So, I forgot when we was walking to the car, he was like,
This your truck? Man, your little ass be whipping this truck.
so I'm like, yeah. I feel like every time somebody seen my old car, they always thought like, how your little ass drive this car? Bitch, I'm 5'1.5". Don't you dare forget that half. So while I'm like reversing and like trying to make that 3-point turn, he like,
Damn, your little ass really be whipping this hoe, huh?
I'm like you ain't never, like, boy, stop. So I'm like, I'm not that little, like, first of all, he wasn't nothing but a good 5'8". What you mean little? In man land, you small, baby. Like, please stop playing with me. Like, you talk about me, bitch. He was acting like I was 4'9". No shade to the 4'9ers. So I'm driving up and I find a spot. Y'all, I found the perfect spot. It felt like the perfect spot. So we just like, we wasn't like directly in front of the house, but we was much closer than my other spot, right? So we just in a car talking and chilling and shit. That all of a sudden, another car pull up, damn near like maybe 2 spaces behind us, right? So, and their music was loud as hell, so it's like they made an interest with it, which prompted him to like look out and see who it was. When I tell y'all, this nigga get to panicking. He started panicking. And he looking around and like not ducking down, but like you could tell he was like, what's the word I'm looking for? He was anxious. You could tell he was anxious. So he was like, "Hey, I need you to hit the corner right quick." And I'm like, "For what?" He was like, I need to go to the gas station up the street. I need a reload, just making up an excuse. And I'm like, "Boy, I just found this good ass parking spot. I don't feel like losing it to somebody else that's gonna pull up." He was like,
Man, this shit finna end anyway. Ain't nobody else coming. This spot gonna be here. It's gonna be here.
So I'm like, he was like, "Just hit the corner for me, please. Just hit the corner for me, right?" And so I'm like, okay. Mind you, the way I knew what gas station he was talking about because I had seen it on the way. So I'm like, so he was like, how can I explain this? He like, "Nah, keep straight. Like, just pull out and keep straight." And I'm like, "But the gas station is that way because that's the way I came." And he was like, "Nah, you could just hit the corner and then turn and then basically make like drive in a circle and it's still gonna be there." So I'm like, "What's the difference?" But he was real adamant about it. So I'm like, okay, I don't know where I'm at. He clearly familiar with this area, so I'm gonna listen to him. He go up in there, get a reload. I go up in there and I pee. Oh, y'all, then another thing. He was asking me like, your car got tint? And I'm like, "No, you can tell my car don't got tint. Like, tint usually got that tint to it. It be kind of dark. My shit the damn fit." He was like, "Damn, you be riding around in a fishbowl? What make you do that?" That I just asking all these weird ass questions before I pull it off. So I'm like, "Boy, I don't got no enemies. Like, yeah, I got some little smoke with some people, but bitch, not nobody that's gonna pew my ass up. Like, I'm not you. I don't be into that shit." We finally come out. I'm driving. I basically go into the neighborhood the way that I came. The way that I came, and my spot is gone. My good close spot is gone. But you know what spot wasn't gone? The one way down yonder. So I had to repark where I initially parked at, which was directly in front of somebody's driveway damn near. The one where I was scared that my car was gonna get towed. So I'm like, "I told you that spot was gonna be gone. You talking about this finna end." I know when a baby shower finna end, after the games and shit get played, that's when the baby shower end and she finished opening up presents. I'm like, they probably ain't even started on games, presents, and none of that. So I'm just like annoyed. And he was like, it's cool. When you leave, before you leave, come get me. I'm gonna walk you to your car and da. Just because you don't wanna walk to your car by yourself, right? So I end up parking and I'm thinking like we finna sit for a minute. That get out the car immediately. I'm like, where you finna go? He was like, "I gotta go up in there and I don't know what he said. I think he had to go get some tree from somebody or something." I'm like, "Why you not gonna wait for me to walk back?" He was like, "Hey, come on now, come on." And I'm like, "But I don't know. I don't think I just want to go up in there immediately." He was like, "Well, shit, what you want? What you want me to do? You want me to wait for you? You want me to go?" I'm like, "You can go, whatever, it's fine." Cause he asked if I wanted him to wait for me, but I just felt like he did not want to walk with me back for some reason. I don't know. It was weird, y'all. Y'all would have had to be there to catch the vibe. It was just weird. It was like he was annoyed almost. That's what I'm trying to say. He was like kind of annoyed. So I'm like, nigga, I don't even want to walk with you acting like that. So go ahead.
So when I walk back in, they up in there playing games, and I'm like, oh, she must be here. So y'all know at the baby showers, they got that like that one chair for the pregnant girl, and it's like the little throne chair in the middle of everybody, like in the front, whatever. She was sitting up in that chair, and I seen her. I'm like, oh, okay, that's Camilla.
So yeah, they up in there playing the baby shower games and stuff. They had that like karaoke type of microphone. They on a microphone like, yeah, guess this and da 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 da, whatever. They playing the games where you win the little prizes. They had like a few prizes. I almost won one in a different game.
So it was only when they started opening up presents and stuff, Rock come and find me. Mind you, I don't even know where she was at, because like I said, I was playing games, like I was participating. I didn't play a lot of games. I probably played 2 games, but I was participating, and this whole time I didn't know where she was at, but she ended up finding me. And she just talking, asking me where I was at. So I told her, like, I went to go move my car, this, that, and the third, and I tried to get a closer spot. I was waiting for somebody to move. I'm explaining myself to her. So then, out of nowhere, she asked me, girl, why you was talking to Gerald earlier? I'm like, girl, who is Gerald? And it's crazy because the real name she said sound like one of them, like one of them unks up in there. Because, mind you, a few of the unks came up to me trying to talk to me before Skrilla came up to me trying to talk to me. So I'm like, who is Gerald? And I'm thinking it's the old dude. So I'm thinking she about to describe one of the old heads. And she started describing Skrilla. She talking about, yeah, he got dreads, the grills, the white teeth, da 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 da. And I'm like, Skrilla? And she was like, yeah, well, Gerald, yeah. And I'm like, girl, he was just asking me who I was with and who I know here and da-da-da-da. And she was like, oh, okay, well, like, it was just weird. The vibes were weird. The way she asked me, it just seemed off.
She started describing Skrilla, but I'm like, he said his name's Skrilla. Then I realized, like, he never told me his real name, because the name that he told me, which wasn't Skrilla, it obviously was not his real name. It was definitely a nickname, because it was literally stupid. So I'm like, oh, him. I'm like, he just asked me who I knew. Somebody at my door. So yeah, she was asking me basically what he was saying. And I'm like, he just asking who I knew here, and like, you know, who I was here with type thing. So I was like, why? And she was like, nothing. Oh, I'm just asking because you disappeared for a long time. And I'm like, okay, but I was at my car, you know, so I re-explained that I walked to my car, but I never said that I was with him because, like, I'm not stupid. You asking for a reason, and it's like,
what was the reason?
Bitch, I'm not gonna get myself into nothing. So I left out the part that he was there too. Mind you, I felt like she had already known. I don't know. It was just, the energy was weird. The vibes were weird. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what it was. I just went to my car to move it, da 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 da. And she was like, dang, you was gone for so long. I thought you had left. And I'm like, nah, if I left, like, I would have told you. And then I said something like, why you didn't call me if you thought I left, like, if you was looking for me. And she was like, nah, it wasn't that serious. I was just wondering where you was at type thing, whatever. So pretty much the baby shower was over. Camilla baby shower was over. Like, they played the games. Everybody ate. She opened her gifts. She didn't open everything because she got so much stuff. And I feel like that's what the baby shower was for. It was for the stuff. Because, like, they didn't do the baby shower for real. They didn't even mention the graduation part. No, I'm lying. They did say, congratulations to Camila and da-da-da-da. She graduated this thing or whatever. So it's pretty much over. Yes. Huh? Ma, just talk.
Like, Ash got a lot of stuff. She got a lot of stuff. She was a good baby.
She did get a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm like, let me go check on my car before I leave because I didn't, like, I'm trying to think if she had asked me for a ride. I felt like Rock had asked me for a ride, but I'm like, this is her family, just her people. Maybe she gonna want to stay. Maybe she gonna go on an Uber back, ride with somebody else. So I'm like, let me go check on my car first before I leave, and then I'm gonna come back and ask her, like, do she need a ride? I don't know what made me ask her. I feel like she asked me. So I'm double checking type of thing. So I walked to my car, then I don't know, that was stupid now that I think about it. I don't know why I did that. Because I should have asked her first, then I could have just left, right?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Mind you, I'm walking back to my car. Tell me why when I get down there, they towing cars. It ended when it ended for a reason. Because, girl, if I would have came back and my car was gone. But the way I parked, at this point, somebody was in front of me. And then I had parked this in front of somebody. So somebody was behind me. So they would have had to tow the other person's car first to get mine. And I'm glad that somebody had ended up parking in front of me. Because, girl, so they wasn't even towing a person's car that was in front of me. They was towing somebody else's car. But I'm walking back down there like I'm beat-footing it back down there like it was my obligation to let them know that they was towing cars. So I'm like, oh, they towing cars down there. They towing cars. So people was like rounding up their people like, if you park down so-and-so street, they towing, go get your shit, they towing. So yeah, now I'm walking back up closer and closer to the house, right?
So I'm walking back from my car. Tell me why I see people packing the car, that car that pulled up when Skrilla wanted me to hit the corner so bad. And I see them packing the car. Then all of a sudden I see Camila walking out. And she yelling like, we're gonna need 2 cars to pack everything. We're gonna need 2 cars. This is not enough. Da da da. The car's too small. Whatever. So she yelling. Then I see Skrilla walking out behind her carrying a bunch of bags, a bunch of stuff, trying to pack it in the car. Like, nah, it's all gonna fit. She was like, this is not all gonna fit. There's no way we can pack this all and take it home. We're gonna need 2 cars. So they just going back and forth. And I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't even correlate it. You know what's crazy? A lot of the times at baby showers, dudes do not want to be there. So they be in and out, off to the side, doing their own thing. It's like, pretty much if you at the baby shower, I feel like it's like unspoken. Like everybody know who the daddy is, right? But since I don't know nobody, these ain't none of my people, I feel like I was left out the loop. I grew up in the house and I wanted to tell Rock so bad, but I'm like, she will not be having a bitch back. And I'm not finna get myself into no shit. I'm gonna just blame it on the wind. The door was opening by itself. But yeah, she don't be having nobody back. So I'm like, I'm gonna just hold it in. So I ended up asking her, did she need a ride? Or like, was she gonna Uber or what? She was like, yeah. She was like, y'all be ready in a second, right? So she was just like, she had to go say bye to a few people. Tell me why I'm waiting on this girl. And I'm waiting on this girl. And I'm waiting and waiting and 10 minutes is going by. 15 minutes is going by. 20 minutes is going by. And I just keep hearing her say, all right now, okay, and I'm gonna see y'all, da da da. Girl, I felt like the kid at the function and the mama was like, all right, let's go. So I'm waiting by the door because mama said, let's go. Let's fucking go. And I'm mad that I even went up in there and asked her because for real, I was really just asking as a courtesy, hoping that she'll be like, nah, you know, I'm gonna ride with Joe Blow and his hoe. I don't know. But I'm just like, damn, she actually needed a ride. I thought she was gonna Uber home or something. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, she ended up eventually coming out. I'm just waiting by the door, like just watching everybody pack the stuff back and forth, in and out. They breaking down tables and taking the decorations and stuff with them. So by the time she finally came, though, this is the crazy part. We walking outside, right? All of a sudden you hear this elderly lady be like, Cam, go help them break down the tables and bring me my keys off that one table. She said something like that. It was a little bit more than that. But basically that's what she said. I'm like, who the fuck is Kim? So when I heard that, naturally my neck swang to see who was finna react to the person that just said that. Then I see this girl run up in the house and I'm like, oh, that gotta be Kim. Well, she didn't literally run up in the house because by the time I asked Rock, who is Kim? And then she was like, I don't know, who is Kim? Like, where did you hear somebody say Kim? So I'm pointing to the girl running up in the house and she was like, oh, I don't know who that is. So I'm like, oh, Kim is real. Kim is a real person. It's crazy because by the way, what I call him Skrilla, by the way, Skrilla was acting paranoid. I'm like, yeah, Kim gotta be a real person and he ducking and dodging her. No, Skrilla was, the whole time Skrilla was ducking and dodging Camilla. Skrilla and Camilla. That's crazy. They real names didn't rhyme like that, but I didn't even mean to do that. So Rock was like, yeah, I don't know who that is, right? So I'm like, that's crazy. She looked familiar. Just trying to like see how she was gonna react to it. And then I said something like, oh, girl looked familiar too. But I said, oh, girl, real name. I'm like, she looked familiar too. I feel like I went to school with her or something. Again, trying to see like what Rock was gonna say. Like, oh, no, I don't think so, girl. I don't think so. So when I said that, Rock was like, girl, you met a girl at, what did I call her, man? Jamaica? You met a girl at Jamaica spot when that stuff happened, when that man yoked me up by the back of my neck and punched her other friend that night. So I'm like, oh, she was one of the girls that she was like, yeah, she danced with me at Onyx. So I was like, oh. So I'm like, why she didn't say nothing? She was kind of like mugging me the whole time. And as soon as I said that shit, I promise you I regretted it because I'm like, the way that she was telling me stuff, it was not giving the vibes of that, yeah, you my friend, I'm gonna take up for you. It was giving the vibes like conversations just being had behind your back, bitch. And she probably gonna run and tell old girl that you said she was mugging you all night. So I'm like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But I'm thinking it in my head and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then by the way she reacted, because she reacted like, oh, no, I ain't see that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't think she was mugging you. Like, why would she be mugging you? Da 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 da. because she was one of the bitches that said that I was dragging it when the man choked me up from by the back of my neck. She didn't even have to give me no name, because mind you, she didn't tell me the name. She just was like, yeah, there's someone that was like, you were dragging her, whatever. Basically, she didn't name names because her loyalty lied with them, not me. So I don't have no place to kind of be trying to talk shit about her real people to her. So I regretted that shit. I was like, oh, here we go. I already knew it was gonna be some mess. I already knew. Basically, I tried to change the subject for real, like, because I'm like, I ain't even finna entertain it or nothing. And by the way she responded, it's like, it wasn't giving like, yeah, girl, I got your back. Like, it wasn't giving that. I could just tell the vibe. So I'm like, yeah, so, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know Camilla was your, the cousin that you was talking about. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, remember you said you was going to your cousin graduation party? And she was like,
Girl, I never said that. I said I'm going to my people graduation party. I ain't never said it was my cousin. I probably said my cousin was coming with me, but I never said this was my cousin graduation party.
and I'm like, you a pathological liar. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. Because first of all, you said it was a graduation party. It ended up being a baby shower. No, that's when it started clicking to me. I'm like, that's one reason probably why old girl was mugging me like that. Like, she probably wondering, why am I at her sister function? Like, I didn't bring a gift. I'm out of place. Like, what am I doing here? Why would Rock bring me? I don't know. And then they kept being off to the side talking. Mind you, Rock was talking to just about everybody, but like, why would you lie and say this is your family, this is your people, calling people Unc and Grandma Greta? And I was just like, this is some weird ass shit. I was very confused. But then when I really started thinking about it on my own time, like later on that night, I'm like, the whole day was a lie. And what did she need me there for? I'm so confused. So fast forward, I ended up dropping her off, and mind you, the whole ride, not the whole ride, but like as we started getting closer to her house, she was like, yo, so we going out later, you gonna come out? And I'm like, nah, I gotta go get my daughter. And she was like, girl, just come out, like she's fine where she at. If you say she with her dad, just like basically like leave her where she at and come out. And I'm like, nah, I gotta go pick her up. And I don't know if she thought she was gonna also talk me into going out, because I did let her talk me into going to the damn graduation party / baby shower. So but yeah, when we actually put up to her house and she getting out the car, she was like, girl, come out tonight. Just come out. You gonna come out? You gonna come out? We going here, And I was like, nah, girl, I gotta go get my daughter for real. Like, I'm going to pick up my baby. No. And then that last no, I swear, like, it's like her whole vibe changed, her whole demeanor changed. And she basically, all right, girl, closed the door and walked off. Not a bye, see you later, I'm gonna text you later, nothing. It was just like, it was something. I don't want to drag it and say it was something sinister about it, but it was, because like, I don't know, but it was just because what's it giving? Because I already know you don't be having my back when shit pop off, and now you want me to go out. It was just something weird about that. And then tell me why I was gonna say, oh boy, Skrilla still had the nerve to be DMing me on Instagram after the fact. So I basically told him, like, boy, I know Camilla is your baby mama, and it's weird that you didn't say that the whole time, and Then you go up in here calling me Kim, somebody else's name, and then a bitch named Kim was actually there, and Mind you, this wasn't like, I didn't send this in like a long paragraph. We was going back and forth. And at one point I just felt like I wasn't even DMing him no more. I felt like it was somebody else, but like his baby mama. But yeah, I don't know, that shit was just strange. And then it's like, he was one of them people, like, through the years, because at that point I had unfollowed him that same day, and he unfollowed me back maybe like 3-4 days later. I don't know, I guess when he noticed. And then he was still trying to hit me up. That's why I feel like it was his baby mama or something. But I was like, no, I'm not with that. That's weird as hell. But he was also one of the people that like would keep coming back and following me like throughout the years, and then unfollowing me, and then following me, and then unfollowing me. Basically, the whole night was weird as hell. And this man really was trying to holler at multiple different girls at his baby mama baby shower / graduation party. But remember how I said niggas is not that bold? They are. Don't ever put shit past no dude. They are definitely that bold, and they'll do it right in front of you, right in front of your family. That's the crazy part. That's not it. That's not even it. But y'all make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up. Leave anything in the comments. Leave a chicken because you know that's a thing. Make sure you are subscribed so you can be notified when I post. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye. Pull it. No, pull it the other way. Yeah, now take that part out. The little skinny part. Take that out the loop. And then when you, hold on. When you pull your pants up, pull the belt loops out. Put it back in. Put the skinny part in the hole. and buckle it. There you go. You don't gotta take the whole belt off just to use the bathroom. You don't have to do that, baby.
Mommy, I got 2 kiss marks.
From me.
Yeah, from you.
Get out.
What were the